Hello everyone, welcome to the webinar hosted by Cygnet about best SEO practices for year 2013. I would like to first of all say thanks to all of you to being registered and are joining us about this webinar. So let me begin. First of all, I would like to introduce our organization, Cygnet Infotech and SEO First. Cygnet Infotech is a IT service provider, IT and solution service provider among all over the world. We are a custom software development company and using different development technologies to build the application as well as software application among the world records. We have clients located in approx 23 countries. We are certified with ISO 9001, ISO 27001 and CMML Level 3 certified company. For more information about our product and services, you can also visit our website. It's www.cygnet-infotech.com. Let me introduce about SEO First. SEO First is the division of a Cygnet Infotech. At SEO First, we have taken up the agenda of redefining the internet marketing services. With most marketing battles being won or lost today on the internet, we endeavor to be that inevitable marketing partner of yours who could considerable. It will elevate your traffic numbers and give a boost to your website, to your business. So somehow we can say we are a digital and internet marketing service provider company, and we are here to fulfill your requirement about the internet marketing. For more information about our services and different packages, and to have more knowledge about our organization, you can also visit the website www.seo-first-page.com. Today's webinar is in association with our two products, that TastingWiz and M1. TastingWiz is an easy, intuitive and affordable test automation solutions that uses keyword-driven testing and data-driven testing for web and cloud application testing. About our product information, you can also visit our website. This is www.testing-wiz.com. We have another application or a product with us. It's an M1. M1 Enterprise Ordering System provides a range of smartphone-based ordering apps applicable for a business-to-business, retail, restaurant, and catalog companies. For more information, you can visit www.my-m1.com. During this webinar, you can also join the conversation by tweeting us your question or your queries to our Twitter account, SEO First page. You can also follow us for being updated by our recommendation or by our suggestion. You can use hashtag SEO First page while tweeting your tweets, so we can easily find your tweets with this train. Or you can use the question and answer session during by using the GoToWebinar section. So let me move forward with this webinar. As we have promised, while registering, you are able to see that we are providing the one-on-one free SEO consulting session for the all attendants to review the website. So do send your website URL at contact@seo-first.net. I'm repeating again, you can send your website URL to our email address contact@seo-first.net. Here we are moving forward. We are two presenters over here. Nikhil Makwana, SEO consultant with the SEO First organization, division of Cygnet. It's me, and among our second presenter, Boni Satani, again the SEO consultant at the SEO First organization. So here the Boni will going to conduct the further session of the webinar. So please Boni, go ahead and share your knowledge.
Yes, Nikhil, thank you very much for introducing me to the audience. I'm very excited about today's webinar because it's just a super platform to share the knowledge with the users worldwide. And today we have some pretty interesting stuff to share with the users. So today's ingredients of today's webinars are like, first we'll discuss who survived the Panda and Penguin updates. Here we will go very quickly about what was Panda and what was Penguin update and who were the saviors of these updates. Then we'll move on. The best part of the webinar today is 7. We'll discuss and share 7 best recommended SEO practices for 2013. These are some recommended SEO practices which we have already done and implemented here at the SEO First. And we have observed a considerable improvement in the SERPs of our client's website on implementing upon them. So I can assure you that if you at all implement this SEO practices, you will see improvement in your SERPs. In that, we'll also cover how to earn your links, and from there on, we'll move on to discuss about the mobile SEO. There has been something building up about the mobile SEO and the importance of mobile SEO in ranking in Google. So we'll discuss about the whole mobile SEO scenario, and in the end, at the later part of the webinar, we'll discuss and share you a case study of one of our clients from Canada, and we'll share you how we are successful in improving the visibility and rankings of our client's website, which at the bottom line helped increase his business by over 300%. In the end, we'll have a question answer session for about 10 minutes, and we'll discuss your queries and if at all you have any confusion. So let's begin with today's webinar. So in 2011, Google came up with the Panda update. As you all are aware about this Panda update because it created much of a buzz in the whole SEO industry, right? We all know about it. The whole Panda update was focused on eliminating the low quality and the spam content from the search engines. Google wanted to eliminate whatever the websites which had some spammy content, the contents which were thin and duplicate and which had added no value to users. It wanted to eliminate it from search engines, and hence they came up with the whole Panda update. Next, in the subsequent year, that is last year, April 2012, they came up with the whole Penguin update, and this Penguin update was designed to hit those websites that were involved in malicious link exchanges. It was specifically designed to hit those websites whose webmasters were involved in simply interested in building links for their websites to just rank in Google, right, and not creating a good website actually for the users. Websites who were involved in linking schemes and using excessive matching anchor tags were the ones who got heated from this update. So, summarizing the whole, who survived the Panda and Penguin update, we can say that webmasters who were keen on using the whole white hat SEO techniques like using a unique content, not using the duplicate content or spammy content, using the proper canonical tags to avoid the whole duplicate content issue, and following the proper guidelines of Google, like creating websites actually for the users and not using any kind of doorway pages and keyword stuffing or clocking or sneaky redirects. Websites that had genuine and relevant links coming from, they were the ones who were saved from these updates, and we all know that Penguin heated those websites which are much involved in the whole blog network. So those were the ones which got heated most from it. So in short, those who were following the white hat SEO techniques were the ones who survived the whole Panda and Penguin update, and we're all quite aware about the whole scenario. Right. Now let's move on to the best part of today's webinar. That is, we'll share the whole best 7 SEO practices that will help you gain and improve your SERPs for 2013. The first best SEO practice that I recommend here is the usage of long tail keywords. Now, long tail keyword is something not new. We all know about it, but there is something that has been observed among the various SEO people and SEO communities. They still don't prefer to use the long tail keywords. They still prefer to use the 2-phrase, 3-phrase keywords. only because they are having such high good amount of search volumes. But here we are suggesting you the use of long tail keywords. There are plenty of reasons why we here at SEO First prefer long tail keywords for small businesses or websites which are just starting up. The number one reason that we all know is long tail keywords. They have less competition. Now, when you have less competition for particular keywords, it is quite easy in comparison to the 2-phrase or 3-phrase keywords to rank in Google. Plus, the usage of long tail keywords encourages users who are very specific and targeted. And when you get a targeted customer on your website, it's very highly they get converted. And when it gets converted, ultimately your sales increases. So that is a second direct advantage of having a long tail keyword or optimizing your website for long tail keyword is the conversion ratio increases. Right? And the third point, which actually adds up to why you should opt for the long tail keyword is there has been analysis about how users actually searches in Google. And I just saw a graph last year, and it showed that more than 60% of the users who were typing in Google to find something were using more than 3 to 4 phrase keywords. Now that clearly depicts that your users or your customers are typing 3 or 4 phrase keywords to find you. So that means that if they are using 3 to 4 phrase keywords, then you can also use and optimize for the 3 to 4 phrase keywords to get a very highly targeted traffic and ultimately increase your business. So this is our number one best SEO practice that I recommend. Let's move on to the second best SEO practice that I recommend here at the SEO First is diversifying your anchor tags. Let us begin with the whole example which I actually saw which I read after the Penguin 1.0 update last year. The SEO experts were doing a research on which websites actually got hurt by Penguin 1.0, and the outcome was the websites that were having their anchor tags. More than 60% of the same anchor tags were the ones that got hit the most from the Penguin update. Now, the outcome of that clearly says us that the Google is reading our backlink profile, and hence we should keep our backlink profile as natural as possible to avoid any forms of back penalties in the future. Even recently, I just saw 2 days before a new video from Matt Curt on Google Webmaster channel on YouTube, and the whole video was about what's next for Google. And Matt Curt responded, the first point he responded was, we are coming up with Penguin 2.0, and we're also working on the identifying various link schemes. So he clearly wanted to convey us that, look, if you're doing some manipulative thing, if you're building links, if you're building on particular anchor tags to just rank in on Google, then don't do it. No sooner than when we're going to penalize you. So all I want to say here is that diversify your anchor tags and have your backlink profile as natural as possible. Now, what a natural backlink profile looks? A natural backlink profile is a mixture of branded and non-branded keywords. For example, Cygnet infodec. Now, imagine a natural backlink profile of Cygnet infodec. It could be like there will be the usage of Cygnet word. 30% of say anchor tags have of Cygnet word, and then you have a naked URL that is www.cygnet-infodec.com as a 10% of anchor tags. Then you have Cygnet which has been misspelled as a backlink, and then you have a few important technology anchor tags, which actually represents a complete variety of anchor tags, and it actually, on seeing them, it looks natural. So one important takeaway from this slide is, if you haven't seen your backlink profile on the websites or the client's websites that you're working on, then go today and check out what actual backlink profile looks like. And if you find it really something like manipulative, then change your strategy from today. Let's move on to the third best SEO practices, and that's link earning. Now, what is link earning? Link earning is a process in which a third party gives you a link back in return of you creating some awesome website or awesome content without doing any kind of promotional activity. Link building was something like the SEO person used to visit a directory website or going to article website or entering into a link exchange, he gets himself involved to generate a particular link or a backlink. There was link building. Link earning is completely different. In link earning, we just create something and then the rest of the thing are done by other people. Like, consider a Wikipedia. This is the best example of link earning. Wikipedia has tons of backlinks and damn sure they haven't worked on it to create the backlinks. People themselves give the backlinks, right? So move from link building to link earning, and with the recent updates from Google, more or less they also want to say that don't build links to rank for a particular keyword in Google, else will penalize you. Now, what are the ways by which you can earn links? The first and the foremost that we all know and aware of is creating awesome content. Create really quality content and share it with the users. If the content is really great, then it's pretty sure that you're going to generate tons of backlinks. The second based way of generating, going from link building to link earning is opting for guest blogging opportunities. Now, this is one of the super platform, and here at SEO First recommend highly to clients because guest blogging is one of the best way of earning link. You share your content to other guest blogging platforms, and in return you get a targeted traffic plus a backlink. You can also enter into partnership and cross promotion. You can enter into partnership with two companies where two companies cross sell each others and in return get a backlink and a traffic. So they can both recommend each other. In this way you can enter into link earning. There are various ways through which you can earn links. So one should sit down and check out the current resources and see how they can actually earn a link. The first best SEO practice that we recommend is Google authorship. Authorship is the new signal, and a verified Google author ranks high in Google. Why one should opt for Google authorship? Now, there are plenty of reasons why one should not, because when a particular author has been authorized, he is an authorship, then we must have experienced that a Google authorship person, his websites up here completely different than a normal unauthorized person, that you will find an image in front of his ranking, his URL, right? So having an image in the search engine page, it automatically helps you stand out in the search. Plus there has been seen an improvement in the SERPs. Also user experience, higher click-through ratios, and ultimately it actually helps you in improving the whole visibility. Now, we at SEO First had also implemented the same to a client, and what we observed was that a particular client was, after authorship, the particular client was ranking for a two-phrase keyword, and without doing any kind of off-page activities or without much optimizing it for that particular keyword. So that was something that we were surprised, and we say, wow, we are getting such quality improvement in the ranking just by authorship. So this is something that I would recommend each and every one of you present here to opt for. If you don't have blog, create a blog and become an author. This is something that is of the future. Don't miss this. Fifth best SEO practice we recommend here is integrating your social media. Google might be learning the quality of content that you share from your shares and tweets. Imagine an article on Mashable, and you will find the whole share buttons above the particular content, right? Now consider that Google is reading all that share numbers, right? F shares and tweets and everything, and it's using to rank that particular content in Google, right? There's also been research done by a company. That research was directly based on Twitter, and the outcome of that particular result was when a particular content had gone viral on Twitter, its SERP improved considerably. If it was ranked on page 5 before it gone viral, it ranked on page 1 when it was completely viral. So there has been direct impact on the social signals, right? The social signals have impacts SEO, and they play an important role in organic rankings, and it has been already been proved. Plus, this social signals increases the conversion rates, brand loyalty, and word of mouth referrals. So don't miss the social bus and integrate it wherever possible. Be more social. Sixth best SEO practice I recommend here is taking part and being active on question answer community websites. Question answer websites like Quora or Stack Overflow have become quite popular in the recent years. These websites rank quite high in the search engine results, and why you will question the why one should opt for these question answer websites. One of the best reasons why one should opt for the Q&A websites is such websites are still free from spammers, and you'll only find real people. Yes, that's true. I've been active on this website since 6 to 8 months, and I would say that I'm quite happy that I do at this only place where I see no SEO spamming, where just people come and drop their links. So it is something very real, and every SEO person should be part of such websites. Plus, these websites are full of experts, and you get in direct touch with your experts, which ultimately actually helps you in improving your all knowledge and helps you learn the latest trend. You'll also become an expert because it also provides you an opportunity to become an expert, and in return it will help you by dropping links, relevant links on your answers. It may help you in driving more traffic and also create a diversity in your backlinks. Now here at SEO First also active on such question answer websites, and we're quite successful in generating businesses for our client while working on Quora website. So they are pretty useful, pretty interesting, and one should always opt for that. Plus, when you get a targeted traffic from Quora websites like question answer websites, you get higher conversion ratio. And when you get higher conversion ratio, the whole bottom line, that is the business of the client's website, improves. That's the 6th best SEO practice. Now let's move on to the 7th best SEO practice. Content is still the king. Yes, content is still the king. We need to create unique and attractive content again and again. Users love unique and relevant content, and web is made up of content. Without content, the web is nothing but empty. So if you want to draw attention, if you want to draw a crowd, then you definitely need to create awesome content. Content that user simply loves and would love to share it with their networks and their followers. Right. Also, there has been seen rise in the engagement of the users when people create contents that are made of images or videos. Best example of this, infographics. Infographics have gone viral. I mean, whenever I see an infographic being shared on Twitter, on everywhere, it just gets reshared and retweeted. So they get tremendous response from the users who create infographic. It would be quite a good experience for you. And the content should be created at regular intervals. It's not that you create content today and you don't create it next week. It has to be at regular intervals, because then and only then it will ultimately help you convert your consumers into leads. One of the best example of this content creating machine I'll tell you is HubSpot. Now they are one of the best content creators I have ever seen. Every week I receive the one email that actually convinces me to download that particular ebook. So pretty great. We should also learn from HubSpot and integrate the same in our SEO strategy, remaining pretty consistent on creating the content. So these are the 7 best SEO practices. Now let's move on to the next hot topic. It is mobile SEO. As you all know that 2013 is the year of mobile search, and we have already observed quite a number of usage of internet through mobile compared to the desktop. Now there is a few important things that you must know being an SEO is Google has a separate index for mobile content, and it means that Google has a separate robot that indexes only and only mobile websites. It means when a particular user is searching and query on desktop in comparison to a smartphone, then definitely the results which will be shown will be different, and that tells us that why we should have a mobile website, because if you have a mobile website, then your website may get higher ranking on mobile compared to a desktop website. Plus, the search behavior of users on mobile is completely different than compared to the desktops. For a particular industry, users may be using 3-phased or 2-phased keywords on desktop, while on mobile they might be using 3 to 4-phased keywords. So the user behavior is different, and when the user behavior is different, your website should also be optimized related to that and should create the content according to it so as to rank for that particular keywords. Plus, 1/5 of the users access the mobile web each day. There is something very interesting fact that would tells you that why you should get into the whole mobile website and do the mobile SEO. Let's move on to the next slide that will share us the very interesting facts about the whole mobile search. Now, as you can see, search is the 4th most popular smartphone activity on the smartphones. And our next fact is pretty interesting, and it says mobile search increased by 400% between 2011 and 2012, and now that is a pretty interesting big figure, 400%. And the next thing is the number of smartphone searches doubles every 2 months. Again, these are eye-boggling numbers, and this tells us that in the future, in the coming days, more number of users will be accessing the internet via mobile. And that tells us that if more number of users are accessing the internet via mobile, then in that case you must have a mobile website so that you don't lose your customers. Now let's move on to the case study. As discussed earlier, I will share you a case study of a Canada client on which we are successful in improving his website's presence on various search engines. Our client was Festivals Ice Sculpture and Chocolate Fountain Company, and is a wedding decorator, ice sculpture, and chocolate fountain provider based in Canada. The client had a hobby to build ice sculpture and was doing it as a part-time business during weekend, along with his side-by-side full-time job. It was his hobby and he wanted to make it full-time, and so he started with this by approaching an SEO company. That is, he approached us, and it came up that there is something that I want to make a full-time and I want a business for this particular website. So we at SEO first acknowledged and understood his requirements and started his SEO in the year of 2010, and since then we have given some tremendous growth to his website and his business, that till now, today, in 3 years, the client has launched more 3 websites. And these are some few interesting results that we actually have given to our client. Keywords of our client's website were ranking in top 5 in Google Canada. The next second point, there is something pretty interesting and all client would love to see that. That is, the client observed 300% increase in his business since 2010. A pretty interesting fact. We are right on it that he wanted. We developed and launched more 3 websites in the year 2012 by targeting more 27 keywords. 3 websites keyword ranking top 10 in Google Canada, and due to huge increase in revenue last year, client is now planning to turn it into a full-time business. It is something pretty happy and pretty good news for us that with our efforts, the client is taking his hobby into a full-time business. What's the best result that we can get? Overall, we can say is that the client was completely satisfied with our SEO services. Yep, so that's it from my end. Now let's have the question answer session begin. You can share us any questions that you have about the SEO or from the slides, and we will discuss it.
This is Nikhil here. I would like to thanks to all attendees to attend this webinar and asking for the question. And I would really thank for the Bonnie to share this such useful information to you guys. That's a really, I believe, really thankful to you, Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Nikhil.
Yeah, it's only my pleasure. So, as we have promised, don't forget to send your website URL for free SEO consulting session. Email us your website URL at contact@seo-first.net. I would also like to introduce our next webinar. It's held on 28th of May 2013. The webinar is about agile testing in the cloud. So you can gain more information about this webinar or more information about product or services by visiting our website www.cygnet-infotech.com. I would really I'm thankful to you. Have a great day ahead, guys. Bye bye.